welcome to The Print. I am Triya Gulati, and joining me today is filmmaker Ritwik Pareek, who is set to make his debut with the film Dugh Dugh. Ritwik, welcome to The Print, and
Thank
congratulations
you.
for the debut project.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Your film is gracing Indian theaters on May 8th.
Yeah.
Any last minute thoughts, any last minute jitters you're feeling right now?
No, 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 nothing like that. Like I made that film long back, uh, so nothing like that. I have like actually detached from it long back. Now I'm just like happy that it's out,
Okay.
and I'm focusing on other stuff only.
Right.
If it would have come out instantly when it got premiered and all at TIFF and all, then it would have been a completely different feeling. But still,
Right.
yeah, the feeling is overwhelming only. Yeah, it's like I'm happy that it's finally getting out. So, yeah.
Before I ask you questions about your journey with this film, and of course, as a filmmaker, the film says, the trailer says that it is based on real life incidents, and I was
Hmm.
just skimming through the comments, and there were many, there were many people who said that this film looks like it is inspired from the Banna incident. So I want you to clear it out that what was actually your inspiration for this project? What was the inspiration for this behind the
Yeah,
story?
so yeah, you are right. Only that incident was the inspiration, and then we like didn't want to make on that particular thing only, and I wanted to just create my own world and give everything unique, the story and everything. But yeah, few things are still there. But as people do, and how we say ki natki rupantaran and all
Mm,
dramatization and all that, so all that was there. Yeah, but yeah, it is inspired from that.
from that particular incident.
Yeah. Loosely,
Did,
very loosely inspired.
very loosely inspired. And while doing this, did you face any like hiccups? Did you face any problems? Or sometimes when we are handling such topics in a film, there's also a tendency that it might draw backlash. It might not sit well with the section of society. Did you have those thoughts? Do you think that there is a risk with this project?
Yeah, it was always there, but then I believe like I was so excited about the idea and I want the way I wanted to do it. Like I didn't even think about all these things. Like though
Okay.
there was a joke on the set regarding that people might show up and all that, but nothing really happened. So that was there, and otherwise, like I strongly believe, like if you are fearful, then you are not thinking straight. So true thinking is away from fear. So that is my whole philosophy behind whatever I do. Like I just want to put out the truth, no matter how hard hitting it is or whatever it is. And yeah, I have that liberty to take inspiration from anything and create my own version. So
Right.
that freedom I have as a citizen. So yeah.
And why exactly did you pick this topic for a film that
Hmm.
is your debut project?
Lots of reason. Like the only reason that is coming to me right now is like I really wanted to explore the manifestation process, like how it works. So initially I wanted to make something on superstition and all, but when I started researching about like how so particular things work and how superstition works, so basically when your thoughts becomes your belief systems, it manifests into the outer universe. So that is the whole philosophy behind any superstition. And then
Right.
what also happens, like fear is the most vicious virus among humans. Okay, so what happens is like even in the superstitions and all, someone can pass on that superstition to you. Huh. And it's the most contagious things. Like I don't know if like when you are growing up and all, like your certain relatives and all the other people will put fears on you. It's their fear, but it's somehow because the fear is the most infectious disease there is. It spreads and it becomes your belief system. It goes into your subconscious, and then it manifests in one thing or the another, like someone choosing a particular career path or whatever. So that was the whole, the when I started researching about how it works, so then my the thought was ki I wanted to show how the manifestation works visually, not audibly, like not through dialogues and all. Otherwise, it will be much more easier. So
Right.
that was the whole idea. And then I have visited, like I'm from Jaipur, Rajasthan, and I have visited many temples like that, uh, around Rajasthan and all across the India. So I went to this particular shrine, when I was in ninth standard. Like when my parents and all, we were traveling to Mehrangarh Fort in Jodhpur just to visit. So
Hmm.
someone told me there, there is a temple in middle of the road in Pali district. I had
Hmm.
no idea about that. So I, as a kid, I watched and I was like, yeah, matlab, okay, this is also there. Like India, mein everything is there. So that time I didn't thought of it much. Then later, on Star One, there was a show called Mano Ya Na Mano with Irfan Khan.
Yeah.
So there was a piece about this temple again, and then I watched it again on G News and all. And then when I was writing it, then that idea just stuck to me. Ki, okay, I can use this, but I can't make the film on that. But I can take inspiration from that and create my own world and everything. So
Right.
that was the whole idea.
And you said that the film is loosely tied to the Om Banna incident. To what extent? Like, what inspiration have you drawn from that incident in your film? Like, what are those loose ends?
Like mainly how the bike was disappearing and all, and coming back to police station, and people offering alcohol. That's it.
That's it.
Nothing else. Like we have not
Everything
even used
else
the name, not even used the name. We have not even used the original motorbike or anything. Like
is.
over there, people offer cigarettes also and whatever they want to offer.
Hmm.
But I was like, okay, so alcohol is not nothing new for our civilization. Like
Yeah.
still in India, like almost all across the India, we still offer alcohol to many
Hmm.
deities, and it's a normal thing. It's nothing new. So I was like, हाँ कि ठीक है ये use कर लेते हैं बाकी cigarette हटा दो. And so that was the idea. Like I wanted to make my own thing by offending less people as much as I can. And thankfully, like everyone was keep on saying to me like this film will not get passed through censor or whatever, and it got passed without zero cuts. The only
Wow.
changes were in subtitles, uh, and certain disclaimers they wanted to add, like lots of disclaimers and all. So I was like, see, I told you nothing is there. If
Hmm.
if they had any problem, they would have not given us a certificate. So that was there. Even they were blown away that, oh, we can't cut anything because there is nothing like that. What can we cut now? Because it's nothing, like you have used the different color scheme only and everything else is completely different. So yeah, you can do that. If I would have done it directly, then there would have been a problem, or they might say, ki, okay, cut that, but nothing. Zero cuts, like not even 1 second they have cut. Uh,
Right.
like I'll tell you just one example. What was in the censor note? Uh, just like few things here and there, like subtitles may remove galis from subtitles, and there
Okay.
is a norm also in a certificate, like all the galis related to mother, sisters and all should be fully should be halfly muted, and you can't say gali to a minor, nothing. So that was there, so we had to mute that, and which is a normal thing, like in every film you'll see, like for example in Dhurandhar also. So it's a norm, so which was, I was okay with that.
You said this was your debut project, so you did not want to spend more. If I may ask, what was
No,
the
no, no.
budget of the film and
Uh,
how many
uh, uh,
crew were involved?
Crew was a lot of people, like from, I don't know, once we had like 60 people working, uh, because there is a lot of art and production design involved, so lots of carpenters and all were involved. And initially we planned to shoot the film in 20 days, but it didn't happen because lots of unusual incidents keeps on happening and all. So the duration got increased a lot. Like we end up shooting it in 42 days. So that was
What
there. So
were
I
those
don't want to.
what were those incidents, unusual incidents?
Like one incident was, as you have seen in the trailer, there is a magician poster with some dancing girls and all. So we
Yeah.
were shooting it in middle of nowhere, okay, just a remote area, just a road, nothing else. And we were like, okay, now who will do anything in this? Is just a billboard. But people tore that billboard and take away those dancing girls to their home, and they hang them in the toilet and all. And it happened like 3 4 times, and we were like, why? And it's a middle of nowhere, and there are like threats of like leopards and all over there. So we it was very hard for us to put like a security, someone
But if
under the
but if it
billboard.
was but if it was in middle of nowhere, then who were these people who would take these
As
cutouts
a
to their
kids only, yaar, kids only. I don't know, man. Kids only. Like we found out like कि हाँ किसी ने उधर चुरा लिया, इधर वो उधर है, ऐसे.
right?
uh,
So these kind of challenges. And
yeah.
what was the budget? What was the budget of your film?
Budget, we extended our budget. I am not comfortable with discussing that right now, but yeah. But it's like very less, very less. Like
Okay.
I joke around, like the film premiered at TIFF in IMAX alongside Dune. So there were only 2 3 films which were premiering in IMAX. So one
Mhm.
was Duk Duk. So my thing was ki, like one VFX shot in Dune cost as much as the whole film of Duk Duk. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Right.
All-
There's another interesting bit about your project is that along with the producers, you have four executive producers who are basically industry stalwarts. Anurag Kashyap, Vikramaditya Motwani, Vansh Bala. How did you convince them to get on board, and what was their reaction when they watched your film?
No, I only convinced Anurag Kashyap, and he got everyone else. He showed it to everyone else, and he was like,
Okay.
"Ki, okay, yeah." I met him at IFK Kerala
Hmm.
uh, over that time, but he didn't watch the film over there. He watched it at IFLA in LA. So
Okay.
immediately he was hooked onto it. Like that's how I wanted him to watch. Like it's a theatrical experience. If I would have given him a screener, like though I had given him a Blu-ray of my film, but thankfully he didn't watch. He watched it in LA with the proper sound system and calibrated theater. So he
Hmm.
loved it. And since then only the first person who came on board was Ranjan sir. He's also the another executive producer who works from the shadows, and doing everything, the marketing and distribution. So he was the first person who came on board,
Hmm.
YAK. And then we were also trying to get this film out, and then eventually other people uh,
Came on
tag
board.
along. Yeah.
What was Anurag Kashyap's first reaction? Like, did he send a message? Did he say something to you in person? Those first words after watching your film.
I knew that he will be watching the film because somewhere on Instagram there was a story about him going to watch Duk Duk tonight, and then I completely forgot about that, and I was doing something else. So he called me. Ki, oh, I watched your film, and I'm so glad that I watched it in theater, and he was blown away by it. So
Okay.
that was the conversation ki I'm coming back to Mumbai in like a week, let's meet. And he said ki there is not even one thing I want to change in that film, and which was like a huge compliment from him कि मेरे को
Yeah.
कोई भी चीज ऐसी नहीं लगी कि like that's what he said कि इसमें
Hmm.
से change होना चाहिए. So I was like, wow, amazing. So then I met him after a week when he was shooting Kennedy. So that time we started talking about the whole thing. Ki, sir, how can you help us? And he was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So then Ranjan Singh came on board, and we started like he started doing whatever needed to be done for the film. Yeah. So like that.
Well, like I think if I just talk about Bombay, every day so many people come to the city with the dream of making it big in
Hmm.
Bollywood or in cinema, or doing something of creating some content which gets validated by the industry and by the audiences. Uh,
Hmm.
Talk to me about your journey. Where are you from? How did this love for cinema happen? And when you how when you started working on this film, to the point when Anurag Kashyap called you and said and appreciated you and gave you that validation. How
Hmm.
has this journey been like for you?
Like long, very long. So it took us like 4 years to finish the movie itself, because the pandemic came and everything. So my journey, I'll tell you, I'm from Jaipur, Rajasthan. So I have studied over there. Then I did my design bachelor's in design from NIFT Hyderabad, and after that I moved to Mumbai to work as an art director in Ogilvy and Mather advertising agency. So over there I worked for like a year or more than a year. So but the I always was a film buff, like since the beginning of my journey. I don't know, the first movie I saw in the theater was Harry Potter, first one, and since then only I've been like completely blown away by cinema. uh, so that was it. So all the other classmates of mine were watching Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum and all, and I was just blown away by Matrix. So my journey was like that only, and then eventually, I always wanted to do that, but after college I had no other option. Like I didn't even make the sochta nahi hu. Like, so I got the job offer from Ogilvy. I was like, yeah, yeah, let's go there. It's one of the best advertising agency. There is
True.
nothing better than that. So yeah, let's go there and see how things are. I actually interned over there for like 3 4 months, so they liked my work and all, so they immediately hired me. Uh, so after that I was not very happy over there because the work timings were way too high. Like immediately, the worst thing was happening was my ability to learn. Like I'm a very curious guy, I keep on learning stuff. So that was not happening in my daytime job. So eventually, so that film came, Interstellar, by Christopher Nolan, and I was just blown away by it. I was like, "Oh, bro, this is what I want to do. This is it. This is what I want to do." And I'm leaving my job. I want to pursue my uh, uh, career in filmmaking only, and I want to make films like this only. So has been my whole journey. Mm.
Right. And how has your family's reaction or support been throughout, like, when you told them that you are leaving your job at one of the topmost advertising agencies and pursuing something which doesn't really come with that that solid support that okay, this will work out for you.
Yeah, so again, same, like relatives were putting fear in me, like I said earlier. But my parents and my grandparents were very supportive. So they were like, "Yeah, yeah, you want to do." And like my father and all strongly believe, like till 30, you explore whatever you want to explore in the career. Like don't just stuck to one thing.
Hmm.
So that has been always in my back of my mind ki, yeah, I'm just 25-year-old that time, or 24. I have 7 years to explore. Why I want to just stuck in this job? I want to explore. So
Right.
yeah, so that that was it. Like very
Ritik,
supportive. Like
that
my family is
that
very supportive.
sorry.
My family is very supportive. Like I'm very grateful for that. And my partner in my production house is my sister only, so we both work together.
Okay.
uh, yeah.
Right. So Ritvik, before I end this conversation, any final message to the audiences, to our audiences who would be watching this interview, on behalf of Dug Dug?
Yeah, so please go watch it in theater. It's a communal experience, and it's made for theatrical experience, and you will have fun. Like we are showing the truth in the most fun way possible. That's the one line I want to say. uh, and yeah, keep open mind and calm hearts. That's all. uh,
Okay.
and wait till the whole film, and you'll understand why certain things are happening and the way it is, and all. Like I don't want to disclose much about the
No,
film.
that's all right. That's all right. I wouldn't ask you to give us spoilers. But Ritvik, thank you so much. Thank you for having this conversation. And
Thank you.
we'll be looking forward to catching Dug Dug's show in theaters.
Yeah, yeah, sure, soon. Thank you.